So I was actually at this wild game. Joel Embiid got tossed. I was very confused because I wasn't even looking at him when he was arguing the call and getting in her face. All I saw was the aftermath when he realized he got two technicals. And man, oh man, that dude was pissed off. It was a hilarious sight. I'm not going to lie. The funniest thing about the situation is Tyrese Maxey was like right behind him, just watching and dancing and smiling. It was funny. That ref was terrible all night long. I understand why Embiid got ejected. I think it should have just been one tech and move on, but it is what it is. I can't lie, though. I feel like that ref really got the crowd into the game because in the beginning of the game, the crowd was like, whoa, look at Wemby. Like, they would boo every so often, but mostly they were just fascinated by how tall this human being is and how long he is. But once the whole, Andre Drummond situation happened, the crowd immediately turned. And it was like LeBron James returning to Cleveland, Ben Simmons returning to the Sixers. Every time he touched the basketball, the crowd was booing so loud, and it was a crazy atmosphere for a regular season game, considering the Sixers are 10-17. And the atmosphere in the beginning of the game was like, oh, who cares? Our team is booty cheeks. I'm just here to see Wemby and Joel Embiid. But once the crowd kind of turned, I feel like the team rode that energy and cared a little more than usual on a random Monday night. And of course, the player of the game has to go to Gerson. He was unbelievable. 17 points, 4 steals, 1 block. I mean, he was everywhere, deflecting passes, not allowing Wemby to get any good position off the ball. He was face guarding Wemby, just making him feel his presence. I'm sure Wemby is feeling a little bit sore after going up against Gerson because he was extremely physical. And Gerson, his archetype is the perfect player to put up against Wemby because Wemby is all skin and bones. So he just can't match up physically. All Wemby can do is shoot threes. And of course, he's very good at that. But that's what he was relying on. And of course, sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. But overall, Gerson was an unbelievable Wemby defender yesterday. And the 2 threes he had over Wemby, it's just like insane how quick his release has gotten. Like the first one, you have to have a lot of arc on that shot. Like how does that contest not affect him missing? I have no clue. And then this is where I was like, oh my goodness, look at how quick his release has gotten. I mean, the improvement from the beginning of the year, him even looking to shoot this is a big improvement because in the beginning, he was pump faking this situation. He catches, and this is Wemby closing out. This dude got like a 10-foot wingspan, and he's just so quick with it where the contest really doesn't affect him, and it's all net. And then on this play, he gets a steal, and then the other end of the floor, pump fake on Wemby, and a lot of players are not even looking to shoot this. I mean, Wemby had 8 blocks. This should have been a block. I thought this was going to be a block. Nope, somehow, some way, he figures out a way to finish it. Just an unbelievable performance from him. It was beautiful to see. It's also good to see that Caleb Martin had a quality game. I mean, hopefully he turns it around. I feel like his defense and energy and hustle has been solid this season. It's just that offensively he's been so bad, and it's probably because of that injury. It's just hard to appreciate the other stuff. But when you get him shooting 3 of 5 from 3 and hitting clutch shots, like there was multiple times where the possession ended in Caleb Martin's hands and it was great ball movement. If you miss that, it hurts your team's morale, but he was actually making that shot tonight. And that just hasn't been the case this year. I feel like his 3-point shot looks way better since he's come back. There's not as much of a hitch, which is good to see. He also had 4 offensive rebounds. I was just impressed with his performance. And man, oh man, that dunk got me hype. This was probably his best game of the year, I would say. And then last, but certainly not least, Tyrese Maxey absolutely took over. And the funniest thing about this situation is he looked like one of the worst basketball players of all time to start the game. I feel like if Maxey was on point to start the game, like he got wide open 3-point opportunities, like 3 of them, and he just bricked it. I feel like if he was on point, made some of those, got in a rhythm, I think the Sixers are up by double digits in the first quarter. Probably wouldn't have kept the lead, but I think the lead would have been much more serious if Maxey was serious. Unfortunately, he wasn't, but fortunately, he turned it around once Embiid got ejected. He was a killer. And the thing is, he once again had multiple steals, and he had a steal in the biggest moment of the game because the Spurs got lackadaisical. So the last 15 games, total steals, Dyson Daniels leads the group, Chris Dunn, and then Shea. And then number 4 is Tyrese Maxey with 32 steals. He's averaging 2 steals per game. That's top in the league as well. Not only that, I got another stat to throw at you. Clutch time, this dude is very clutch. So in clutch time, which is like the last 5 minutes in a close game, like a 5-point game, that's how they do the stat. Tyrese Maxey is second in total points per clutch game, only behind Emmanuel Quickley. And Emmanuel Quickley has played 1 clutch game, and he's only played like 2 games, I believe. So basically, Maxey is leading the league in clutch points per game in clutch situations. So the eye test, the feel of Maxey being clutch is real, but also the statistics back it up as well. And another signature moment for Tyrese Maxey in the guts of the game, crossing up Sohan, unbelievable, but also that does not happen without Gerson getting the steal on the missed foul shot, so shout out Gerson.